leg gets all tangled up there once in a while. Gotta keep Old Glory flying. Well, I continue to work on the landscape around here, and it's coming around. It's looking good. But I've been spending a lot of time outdoors. Now, the first day that I came outside and worked in the yard, I wore a strap t-shirt. You know, they call them a wife beater. And I paid the price dearly for that. With the sun beating on me, I got really bad sunburn. And that was probably over a week or more ago. And now, my back just finished peeling. Yeah, all the skin was peeling off, and it was a mess. So I've been a little more careful about going outside and in the sun. I've been wearing my straw hat and a regular t-shirt to protect myself, but I'm getting a pretty good tan on, my summer tan on, and well, my arms anyways. I never wear shorts. I always wear blue jeans, so my legs are white as a ghost, and they're going to stay that way. I'm not a guy that wears shorts, never has been. But speaking about skin things, I wanted to talk about tattoos today. Biker tattoos, or, you know, you don't have to be a biker to have tattoos. For the longest time, I never had tattoos, but I always thought about getting them, and I probably spent endless hours looking through pages and pages of, you know, clip art tattoos, and you know, never realizing that I could probably come up with something on my own. Well, then one day my son came up to me and he said, "Dad, I want to get a tattoo," and he said, "I would like you to draw it for me, and I want like a like an old school sunburst, but with a face on it, like, you know, a happy face." And I thought, okay, well, I can do something kind of abstract, something kind of cool. And so I sat down and I sketched this sun, you know, with little flames around it, and this smiling face on there. And my son really loved it, and he took it and he got it tattooed on himself. That was before I even had a tattoo. And the thing is, you know, I always I always wanted to get a tattoo, but I never could think of what I wanted, you know. I mean, I think tattoos are an expression of yourself. They speak a little bit about your life story, maybe your attitude. I know a lot of bikers like to have you know, biker related stuff. I don't know. And some tattoos I question. So, you know, I wouldn't want anything evil or anything like that. And yet I still wasn't the kind of guy that would get something spiritual tattooed on me either. It was a hard thing for me to come up with. One year I was out at Sturgis, and I finally decided to go ahead and get a tattoo, and I had my two wolf dogs at the time, who I just adored. They were just the best pets that I ever had. They were very intelligent. They were very loyal. They were very loving. Just they were just like my kids, part of the family. And so while I was out in Sturgis, I found a guy that did tattoos, and I had these two wolf prints tattooed on my arm. Now, they're pretty faded over the years. I could probably get them redone, but it's not high on my priority list. It just always serves to me as a reminder of those two animals that have been long gone now for many years. But then, you know, I had considered over the years getting other tattoos too. I worked with a guy that was really into the tats, and he liked, you know, the Japanese koi fish, or whatever you call them, real intricate artwork. And he found a tattoo artist in Akron, Ohio, that did beautiful work, and he had some awesome artwork done. and he had it done on his legs, and he had almost full sleeves. He was working on full sleeves. But see, the employer didn't want to see any tattoos, so they told him, they said, that's fine, but with your position in upper management, we cannot see your tattoos, so you have to wear a long sleeve shirt all the time and no shorts, obviously. All tattoos must be covered up all the time. And, you know, so he had to abide by that to keep his employment. Now, some people, you know, as we have seen, take it to the extreme where they tattoo their neck or their face. And I don't understand that. To me, it's a really a strong act of rebellion. Tattoos are somewhat permanent. You know, it isn't like you can just, well, I don't like this tattoo anymore, I'm going to take it off. You can remove them, but it's extremely costly. Now, I worked with another fella for years, and he had been in the Navy. And I guess while he was in the Navy, he had this huge tattoo done on his back, a whole back piece. Now, I don't know what the back piece was, and nobody else did either. He was the only one that knew. And he would not tell anybody what this tattoo was on his back. In fact, he didn't want it on there anymore. He wanted it gone. And he was having multiple appointments, like for years, to have it removed little by little. And it was costing him thousands of dollars. I can't imagine what he had tattooed on his back that was that bad that, you know, he wanted it off of him. That he didn't want anybody to see it. He didn't even want anybody to know what it was. He just wanted it gone. He wanted it erased. So at one point in his life, he decided to put this artwork on his body, and only God knows what it was. But see, as he matured, things changed, and then he didn't want it anymore. He didn't like it anymore. I guess my question is to a lot of these guys who just get tons of tattoos. Are there tattoos that maybe years later down the road you wish you wouldn't have had? If so, have you ever had them removed? I have not come up with another tattoo that I would really like to put on me. I found a couple that I thought about, and I thought, well, that would be really neat. I think I'm going to do that. And then I really, really looked into the artwork and even the tattoo artists to see, because to me it has to be really good artwork. You know, I'm not just going to go to some tattoo artist that I don't know and then have him do a hack job on me. I would be really upset. Not so much for the money, but for, you know, the permanent scar that it puts on you. So whatever was put on me, I would want it to be like something that I was really proud of. But I never did it. And then later down the road, I thought, well, yeah, probably didn't really need to do that anyways. So, you know, and I've never really gone back to it and never thought again that I would go back to getting more tattoos. I think I'm pretty much over that right now. But back to these guys that do the the facial tattoos and stuff, I think that would really, really limit your employment. There's only certain kind of jobs that you could take on with facial tattoos, depending on how much you had done to your face. Some of them are almost intimidating, and some of them are almost clown-like, you know. I see some pictures of people with tats that just completely change their appearance, and I think, why would you do that, you know? I mean, it doesn't matter what you looked like before. You're a beautiful person. Why would you completely mar your face, scar your face up, make it look like you know, a total mess of what maybe you consider art. Apparently you're trying to make a statement. But what happens when you get older and you mature and then you look back and say, you look in the mirror and you go, oh boy, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't want to do something I regret like that. I seriously wouldn't. But anyway, the other thing that I see about tattoo artwork is, you know, there's some really nice work out there, but 20 years down the road, it all kind of turns to gray mush. You know, and you almost need to have it redefined again to make it stand out. I've seen some people with some tattoos, and I've you know, I don't want to be obnoxious or be obvious and be like staring, you know, trying to see what somebody's tattoo is. But I am interested to see what their tattoo is, but some of them are just unrecognizable. It's like, I can't tell what that is. Now tell me, what's the deal too with the the evil clown tattoos? You know, I don't know. Is that I guess that's supposed to be a scary thing, a spooky thing. I've seen some other ones too that just make me shake my head and think, you know, why would you put that on you? What's the deal with that, you know? So, anyway, that's my discussion about tattoos today. I'm not an expert on tattoos. Been around them, thought a lot about them. Just never could come up with something that I would want to put on me permanently, or that I'd want to spend the money later down the road to have laser removed with, you know, big bucks. Not into that either. So whatever it is, if I ever come up with the idea, it would have to be something that I know way down the road I would still be happy with, and I haven't come up with that. Well, thanks for joining me for this chat today. Appreciate your participation. Leave your comments down below. If you haven't yet, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, and subscribe to the channel, and we'll meet again. Till next time, cats, ride hard and die free.